Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate achieves the first place on inflation index worldwide at the lowest inflation country according to Global Competitiveness Report. Supreme Council for Planning views challenges that face implementing policies of the Ninth FiveYear Plan. And during the launch of 4th edition of Oman Corporate Governance Excellence Award, Capital Market Authority stresses that work is on progress to review guidance pact of companies' governance. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Sergio Mattarella of Italy in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his election as a President for the Republic. And His Majesty the Sultan sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Mladen Ivanic, Chairman of the Presidency Council of Bosnia and Herzegovina, on his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate had jumped to the first place on inflation index worldwide at the lowest inflation country according to Global Competitiveness Report for the year 2014-2015. The Sultanate came in the first place after it was ranking 46th on the 2013-2014 report. The report, which was issued by the World Economic Forum, reflects national comprehensiveness, competitiveness assessment all over the world. It analyzes numerous elements, among them institutions, policies, and the host of factors that affect the production. The report showed that the Sultanate preserves its 8th place on the Government Balanced Budget Index, while it improved its status by 1 place on the Index of Government Debt to 4th place and on the Index of Comprehensive Economic Environment, which is credit classification of the country, improving to the 33rd rank. In the frameworks of developing the Ninth FiveYear Plan, a workshop on the Ninth FiveYear Development Plan 2016-2020 started in Supreme Council for Planning. The 2-day workshop witnessed participation from a number of Their Highnesses and officials from various governmental institutions. The workshop was presided over by His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Planning. It aims at benefiting from international expertise in developing the Ninth FiveYear Development Plan 2016-2020. It discussed a number of topics related to the analysis of production element in the Sultan's economy and diagnosing the elements of success in the Omani economy, in addition to highlighting the experiences of some countries in the field of agriculture and tourism. The second day of the workshop will review the challenges that face implementing policies and a proposed approach to execution of plans. The 4th edition of Corporate Governance Excellence Award 2015, organized by Oman Center for Corporate Governance and Sustainability at the Capital Market Authority (CMA), was launched in Muscat under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Salim Al Salmi, Chief Executive Officer of CMA. The Capital Market Authority stressed that they currently work on the progress to review guidance pact of companies' governance in a way that enables the CMA and shareholding companies to move to an advanced stage of governance. The biannual award aims at raising awareness of transparency and accountability among all stakeholders and encouraging companies to abide by the Corporate Governance Charter. The aim of governance is to have a system that governs the operation of companies to create efficient organizations that contribute to building a strong national economy characterized by transparency and competitiveness. It also aims at limiting any negative effect on the national economy and local companies from failure to abide by the best practices in managing joint stock companies. With Royal Oman Police efforts in expanding its services at various wilayas of the Sultanate, Royal Oman Police inaugurated police services premises in the Wilaya of Yankul. The new premises provided services in the field of passports, residency, civil status and traffic for citizens in the Wilaya. The centre facilitated the modern technologies and qualified cadres to finish all services easily in comprehensive police system in one-stop station. The inauguration ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Saif bin Hamir Al Malik Al Sheikhi, Governor of Zahira. Still to come in our news bulletin. Public Authority for Consumer Protection launches the Gulf Week titled Shopping Awareness is Your Protection. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Syria's state news agency says the government and the UN Special Envoy have agreed to send a fact-finding mission to the contested northern city of Aleppo. Sana said the decision was made after talks in Damascus between Foreign Minister Walid al-Muallim and UN Envoy Staffan de Mistura. De Mistura is trying to implement a freeze in fighting in the city, which is divided into government and rebel-held areas. He envisions a local truce as the first step towards a wider easing of hostilities. The Syrian government has agreed to suspend airstrikes and artillery shelling in Aleppo for 6 weeks. The UN envoy still needs the armed opposition support for the plan. Stormy weather coated parts of Texas and Oklahoma with ice yesterday cancelled nearly 1,000 flights at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, while more snow headed towards the already winter-weary Midwest and Northeast. Snow and freezing rain overnight made roads treacherous in the Dallas area, but conditions were improving in the afternoon as temperatures rose. Close to 1,000 incoming and outgoing flights were cancelled at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, the most cancellations in the country. Officials blamed the harsh late winter weather on the strong jet stream, bringing the storm into the Rocky Mountains and pushing them over the plains. Muscat International Book Fair was allocated this morning for female school students who stressed that the book fair included this year all books which the school students wish to get. The book fair visitors were attracted to the pavilion of the first edition of Oman newspapers, which issued on the second National Day. The book fair contained this year many new publications of Omani writers. It also included many books of the students which contribute in developing their knowledge and improving studying level. Criminal Enquiry and Investigation Department of Royal Oman Police confirmed that the level of unveiling, stealing and burglary crimes improved by 11% in 2014, a percentage which reflected efforts of the men of inquiry and investigation and the awareness of the society. That came in an annual meeting of directors of criminal inquiry and investigation departments in Muscat, which stressed to go forward to develop criminal investigation work in the Sultanate through improving human capabilities and providing developed technical services. The meeting also watched a visual show on Yamkeen project, which aims to unified bioimprint system, and also viewed work papers related to major issues, study and practices of ideal criminal investigations. Consumer Protection today launched the Gulf Week, which carried the title Shopping Awareness is Your Protection. The week came within the context of continued partnership and cooperation with Gulf cooperation countries, where the Sultanate is taking part, represented by the Public Authority for Consumer Protection, with the aim to unify Gulf efforts to expand consumer protection umbrella, in addition to enabling consumers and provide them with knowledge and skills to be very aware and to take up decisions upon consumer knowledge and awareness of rights and responsibilities. In order to encourage Omani youth to work in the transportation field, Oman Road Transport Association organized a seminar gathered the companies which work at oil concession blocks with small and medium-sized enterprises. The seminar, which was held in the Wilaya of Bahla, discussed challenges and opportunities which faced entrepreneurs in this sector. It was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Khalifa bin Hamad Al Saadi, Governor of Dakhliya. Now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate, with chances of low clouds and fog in the governorates of South Sharqiya and Worcester. Winds will be north to northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate achieves the first place on inflation index worldwide as the lowest inflation country according to global competitiveness. Supreme Council for Planning views challenges that face implementing policies of the Ninth FiveYear Plan. And during the launch of a 4th edition of Oman Corporate Governance Excellence Award, Capital Market Authority stresses that work is on progress to renew guidance pact of companies' governance. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studio and the newsroom, it's good night.